The Goblet of Mercy. October 31st. So, what's your costume? I mean, besides a clown. Alright, Judy. If you seem a little testy, it's because Judy was not a fan of clowns. What's your name? Val. Oh my god, I can't even spell my own name. Valentine. I'm Purette. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So, you're a French clown. I'm British. Can you not tell by the accent? Can I have a bottle of water? I'm a sad clown. It's a thing. God damn, are we depressed? I'd think about it for a moment. It's probably also French. Uh-huh. It came up in a search for easy DIY last-minute Halloween costumes. Okay. That is valid for me, though. I probably would leave it to the last minute. All I had to do was buy the face paint and make pom-poms out of yarn. I've done that before. It's quite fun. Alright. Alright, and so the costume. It was not nearly as easy as it was not nearly as easy as advertised. Don't judge me. Not all of us are super talented cosplayers. Fine. You're laughing at me. See if I come along again. I know you don't mean that. Fine, she meant too well. Didn't mean it. The Halloween ball at the local library was a big fundraising event of the year. Cheap used books with library markings placed strategically between Halloween decorations was not to love. You could have asked me for help, but you procrastinated, didn't you? That's all I do, to be honest with you. She had me there, so I naturally changed the subject. So what are you? Nurse Ranched? I'm a bloodthirsty and tyrannical monarch. For a moment I questioned my eyes. Judy, that's a nice costume. Sure is. Is there anything scarier than a trusted authority figure gone wrong? She has a point. It's worse than if a friend betrays you, isn't it? But I wouldn't say that, love. Judy's giving me other vibes. No thought about it, I guess. Is Judy gonna betray me? The event was vintage theme this year, which was another reason I decided on the clown costume. I'm not following. Someone had gone all out. The library was decked out in handmade creepy paper. Shout if you know that reference. It's from what we do in the shadows. Decorations with old-fashioned Halloween designs. Judy nudged my side. Hey, you don't believe in evil, do you? Yes. What? She just pressed a book into my hands. I read the titles. Grandiose evil and a cult perspective. Judy, are you alright? Yeah, Judy ain't even fucking there. Is this here a question around time? Do you believe in evil? Yes. Sure. There are acts of evil. There are horrible and harmful choices. Someone makes choices like that often enough. Maybe you can even say, well, that's an evil person. People don't want to believe in it, you know, in evil. Why is this on your mind? Hey, it's Halloween. I'm just giving you a hard time. Have I scared you yet? Judy could be, what's the word? Intense? A bitch? I bet this is who you really are deep down, Judy. You just hide it because you're afraid of alienating people. You're probably right. The Halloween ball featured old-timey Halloween tunes. I couldn't foxtrot to save my life, so I made like a wallflower. I like that song. It's a good song. Is it called that? No, I don't know if it's called that or if it's, I don't know. Judy went to dance and mingle and I found myself alone. Although, that wasn't a hardship as far as I was concerned. I decided to skim the book she gave me. I knew it was her idea of a joke, or thought it was, but for 35 cents, an absolute steal in 2023, I could be the proud owner of a Grando's evil and occult perspective. 25 cents? My god. I haven't even got that. Where are we getting this money from? Did we pickpocket someone on the way here? Hypnotize? Alright, I'm not sure if I like that word. Are we gonna get mind controlled? We're only like 5 minutes in. I flipped through page after page. How had anyone ever decided, yes, let's kill some trees for this? I like books. I glanced at the publication date, of course, the 1960s. While the book featured some wild speculations about historical figures like Countess Elizabeth Bathory, it was one paragraph in the back of the book caught my eye. One woman became so obsessed with control over every aspect of life, so in love with her vision and ideals, she crafted the entire world through thought alone. What you reading? Wasn't this your assignment? Why, Valentine, I'm a nurse, not a teacher. Come along. Judy led me through a hall, past a display of used true crime stories, into the woods behind the library. She gonna kill me! Where are we going? Why is she taking me into the fucking woods? Oh, mate, I think she's... Don't you trust me? Not at this moment, no. Isn't that a cue for my famous last words? She paused and turned to me, her expression mock serious. Why? What would yours be? Oh my god, she's gonna kill me. You're hilarious. I like it. Better go down in history. Valentine's famous last words were, "You're hilarious." This time, I thought I saw something like sadness in her eyes. Here, I sent for you. She held out what looked like a metal tang dangling from the end of the room. Judy's gonna kill us! I know it doesn't look like much, but I made it for you. Should have clearly embarrassed. Ah, I love you too. So you forgive me for being a kind of jerk earlier? I flapped a hand at her. Forget about it. Duck your head. I'll put it on you. Draped the ribbon around my neck. Wow, it's pretty. We really made this? I'm sorry, Valentine. For what? Darkness shattered over my mind and I stumbled. Numbness stole over me. I knew it! I clocked it! Judy's a bitch! Little shocks travelled up and down my nerves. This deteriorated shadow swam over my vision. Judy a bitch! I don't know how much time passed since I knew I was on my back staring up at the scene and my head spinning. The air felt heavier somehow, less dry than I was used to. The sensation reminded me of stepping up a plane into a different climate. Why was I staring at the ceiling? Why wasn't I outside a minute ago? Had I passed out or something? Where was Judy? Judy being a bitch. Why was it so dark? Excuse me? Is this the only one you have for me? Something tugged at the pom-pom on my front. Pure white fear laced through me, but I couldn't move to knock the hand away. I struggled to speak, to demand to know what was going on, but my voice stopped in my throat. What is this? It's her costume, Your Majesty. You're at a masquerade ball. It's as she wanted. She doesn't have a lot of strong ties. Judy a bitch. Judy a bitch. Two voices, one was definitely Judy's. Judy's voice came from my left, but I couldn't turn my head to see her. I struggled. After a moment, I managed to... Oh my god, hold the phone, fuck. Managed to lift my chin, but that was the best I could do. She will suit the purpose, I suppose. One mortal is the same as any other, as far as the goddess is concerned. Then you are pleased? Patience. Felicia? Excuse me? Should I be delighted when I know not what I have to work with? My apologies, Your Majesty. I've never heard Judy sound so formal and stilted. Even though the voice was high, I struggled to reconcile it with the Judy I know. Judy a bitch. What is she afraid of? What was going on? Footsteps. Was that Judy? I couldn't see her. Where was she going? Fabric whispers. Something cold touched my skin. Where the ribbon was still wrapped around my neck. Then the ribbon was lifted over my head, the band rasping against my jaw. The tingling got worse, morphing into a hot prickling? What the fuck? As if all my limbs had fallen asleep and were only now waking up. A mattress pressed against my back. Funny how a moment before I hadn't felt it at all. Hello? Zoe was there, or so I assumed. Had I imagined the touch? I rubbed my neck, confirmed that Judy's kiss was gone. I sat up. An icy chill kissed my face. Was this room unheated? I touched my forehead, checking for fever. Had that conversation been real or some kind of auditory hallucination, part of a fever dream? My skin was cool to the touch. I noticed my nose and ears were chilled. What was going on with Judy anyway? Judy, a bitch! Must have passed out. That was it. Was I in a hospital? If so, why was I meant to die? Motherfucker, that's a cage. This ain't a hospital. So I got to my feet and looked around. My fingers were stuck in something hard and ice cold, a metal bar. Gripped it and fell down its pebble surface. What? In a cage! The side of my hand struck another bar. It's running. I don't know that word. I'm dyslexic. To the first. Was I in a cage? Yeah, I told you, Judy was going to murder us. In the woods. My heart thudded painfully in my chest. Disbelief blanketed my mind, protecting me for the moment from total panic. Does the dark frighten you? Whom? I started in strain to see into the gloom. Is that your girl to frighten me? So unknown. Is that your girl to frighten me? She laughed softly. My sweet, that is the easy part of our association. Fabric rustled. I tilted my head towards the sound. Hello? Are you still there? I listened to the darkness, my hands cold and clammy. What's going on? Why am I here? Distantly bells tolled. Was there a church nearby? It's the only sound of them, my heartbeat pounding in my ears. Where is this place? My captor didn't see fit to reply, or else she was gone. Is this what I get for dressing like a clown for Halloween? Is that it? Karma, because many people are scared of clowns. Adrenaline can only keep me going for so long. Despair and weariness settled over me, and I slumped. I wanted to sit down. I extended my arms and fell around the mattress. It was a big space, but in the near total darkness, I've got to turn around. The mattress was in the corner of my cage. I laid myself down. Felt the adrenaline keeping me warm. The chill began to eat at me. I packed around the bed looking for a blanket. No luck. I wrapped my arms around myself to hold in what the little heat I could. Hello? I shivered and rubbed my arms so warm. My palms chapped against goose flesh. Is someone there? A soft wind whispered outside, some distant window. Fortunately, I didn't feel any draft. If it were windy in here, the cold might go from uncomfortable to possibly dangerous. Every bit of luck counted, right? Were there no windows in this room? I got the sense of impenetrable stone walls, although I wasn't sure why, since I couldn't see. There was something dank and cellar-like about the room. Maybe that was why I thought the place was made of stone. Breathing in through my nose, I detected it then. A muddy scent, like old wet plaster. Was I on the ground? Or was my location both cold and humid at the same time? I don't know how long I sat there trying to squeeze the tiniest bit of information from my available senses. In the end, I was no more enlightened than when I began. Had Julie betrayed me? Given me over to some cult? A cult that worshipped some goddess and where the higher-ups went by your majesty? None of it makes sense. Why would Judy betray me? Who did she work for? A queen? I don't think there were many of those these days. Excuse me? Oh, was it Liz? Oh, she's dead. Fuck! Maybe the title was fictive, or somebody's idea of a joke. Had I been kidnapped by a prom queen? I don't think so, love. I pictured it for a moment, but couldn't imagine so much as a smile in response to the mental image. My cage was too solid and the room too dark. Nothing was going to lighten the mood. A bruised weariness lay heavy where my heart should be. When I finally fell asleep, I dozed, fading in and out of consciousness. My dreams were not kind. It was the sound of a match that woke me. I lurched upright and blinked, sleep rapidly from my eyes. My head throbbed, a warning promising a future headache. The table on the other side of the cage spread before me in an easy reach, its surface lit by a single candle. What's those markers on the candle? The scent of fresh baked bread lifted into the air, and I drank in the sight of it. Was it a bowl of fresh picked pomegranate? My mouth watered and my stomach yawned empty. When was the last time I'd eaten? A soft laugh rose and fell. You must be hungry. Holy fuck, mummy! Shit, bro. You know, maybe I'm okay with being kidnapped. Like, I still want to stab Judy, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Though I didn't choose this. I just made the wrong friend choice. A woman seated herself behind the table, illuminated by the warm candlelight that was warm about her. I think she's hot as fuck. When I speak to you, you may address me. I was starving. I hadn't had a bite to eat. Literally, it might fend off my income and headache. Still, her words felt like a trap. I'm hungry, say nothing. You didn't actually ask me a question. Is that the game you plan to play? Be careful you don't choose something you might regret, my sweet. Over the coming days, we will get to know each other. There is something to which I must attend, but tomorrow we shall commence our relationship in earnest. She stood. What do you want from me? All in due time, my sweet. She reached out and pinched out the light, throwing the room once more into darkness. I listened for the swish of the fabric, but if I just made any noise, I didn't pick up on it. Hello? Drenched, acute, and painful tightened my chest. Telling the darkness was too much. I was alone. Are you still there? Reaching through the bars with one hand, I touched the smooth, polished edge of the table. I ran my hand over the cold surface, moving slowly, so I didn't knock the goblet over wherever it was. Then the table was empty. Not so much as a crumb remained. Had I managed the loaf of bread? The fruit? Was I still dreaming? I rubbed my face, pinched my cheek. Was the pain duller than it should be? Or were my senses numb for some other reason? What if there was something wrong with my face? Panicked, I lightly smacked my cheeks. No, why did I do that to myself? What the fuck? I smacked my own cheek. No, my face was fine. Everything was where it was supposed to be. Nothing's wrong, I told myself. You'll figure it out. It will be fine. I was imagining things. Being left alone in the dark could do that to a person. Valentine? Ah, it's this bitch. Fuck off. Julie's voice, I realized my heart's lightened. She hadn't abandoned me. Okay. Wow, that's one way to look at it. Maybe she could explain what was going on in a way that would make sense. She betrayed us? That makes sense. Maybe I was in the hospital, in a coma or something, and she'd come to visit me. Does this look like a hospital to you, love? What hospitals have you going to? Judy? The lights cast a strange blue light into the room. She lit the candle on the table. That's not my name. What did she mean by that? Was this a time for confessions? Pressed my forehead. I pressed my hands into my forehead and breathed. It's okay. Don't panic. I ducked my head so I could see her better through the bars. Then, what is your name? I was born Felicia Nasta? Melina. Okay, Felicia. What on earth is going on? That's just it. You're not on Earth anymore. I took a moment to pass. Really? Was she really going with the portal fantasy as her answer, as a final answer? You know, I never pictured you as a cult member. When do I get to see that tinfoil? Get to see the tinfoil hat? Are you that dense or that much in denial? You speak English, American English, just that, like I do. I'm British. I don't speak American English. I speak English because I'm from England. Right, I get it. Sorry, whatever. I'll carry on. Just like I do. If we weren't on Earth, we'd be speaking Killigan or something, obviously. And so what the fuck is that shit? Is that just like some made up alien talk? I don't actually know what that is, I'm gonna be honest with you. Is that just something they've made up? You're such a nerd. I don't know much, I'm not allowed to. So I'll tell you what I do know. She's always working to make her world reflect her wishes, her dreams, her taste. Still, none of your world squeaks squeaks in no matter what she does. For a long time, your continent wasn't densely populated enough to influence us. So that's where most of the portals go. That's changed. So now she takes somebody like you in order to maintain control over the balance of this world. Okay, this is insane. But I don't have a choice, do I? I've got to play in Crazy Land, whether I like it or not. You're getting the idea. I'm not gonna lie. You're probably gonna die horribly. Judy, I'm going to smack the shit out of you. She has us, people like me, my suitable specimens from your world. Sometimes she wants things, sometimes she wants tales of our troubles, and sometimes she wants people. I gripped the bars. Fine. What does she want from me? She'll begin with your memories and experiences. Are you kidding me? How did she get that? Magic? Look, I'm warning you, I'm not consoling you. There's nothing I can do about this. So you're not going to help me. I physically can't help you. If I break my oath to the Empress, she's an Empress. She looking for a wife? A consort? You know, a concubine? I'm just saying. Empress needs to have a fun. Empresses need to have a fun time. She's single? I'm joking. Probably gonna die. Doesn't matter though. I will die. Oh, what womp? What do you mean, you'll die? The power of the oath. We call them the demon's bargains. Kill me if I break my word. Shall I be upset? Go cry me a river. This is nuts. You're nuts. Shut up, bitch. You're wasting time on denial. You should make the most of it and ask me questions. She'll be back in a few hours. She can't know if it's ever here. What happens if I tell her? I know you didn't mean to. What happens if I tell her? I feel like, which one should I go for? So are you going to help me? I know you didn't mean to. Well, I imagine if I tell her Julie's gonna fucking die, I'll just do the last one. I know you didn't mean to. Look, I don't deserve your forgiveness. Damn right you don't. But thanks. You still might get out this alive. Well, or if not alive, not dead. Are we gonna become a vampire? What's that supposed to mean? Be clever. Don't insult her. Agree with her. Entertain her. Entertain her? Wait, is this my fault because I picked the clown costume? I'm glad you feel like joking. I sure don't. Why did you pick me? I thought she'd find you interesting. When I do well, I get to live longer. I'm glad I've helped you increase your lifespan. Your miserable, pathetic lifespan. I know that's not in there, but I feel like I would say it at this moment. I'm sorry. I should go. Am I going to see you again? I hope not. I shouldn't have even risked this, but I felt bad. That's what you should! Don't go, please. You'll get one more question. I've got to go away when I can. I'll be doing it when I ever see. What does she respect? Okay. I need to think about strategy. What does she respect? Nobody. Nothing. She's the best thing in the whole world, and it would be wise of you to remember that. So, flattery, maybe. But you'd be walking a fine line. And my voice might have come out a little squeak when I spoke again. So where am I? In a dungeon? Somewhere? No, you're in the palace for now. But no one else is allowed in these rooms. She doesn't want her courtiers to know about the other world. Her right-hand man knows, of course, but her voice cut off oddly. Let me guess. You're not allowed to talk about that either, are you? She put out the candle and wore her silk dress, whispering against the stone floor. She was leaving. Felicia? Aren't you going to say goodbye? Hurt Basmode. Ow. Shaking out my hand, I strained into that. Felicia, God, she didn't even say goodbye. Because she's a bitch! I ignored the dampness in that button in my eyes. Felicia, Judy? This is worse than I thought. I still wasn't sure what to believe. Was this some crazy cult, complete with end times and aliens? Not an end times cult, please. Anything but an end times cult. I mean, the darkness swallowed up the light words and smothered them. I didn't even get the mercy of cheering myself up. I felt the bars pressing for the weakness this is in my welding. Maybe I'd get lucky and the maker of my cage would turn out to be a complete beginner. The cage looks old as well, to be honest with you. When nothing gave, I felt for loose nuts or bolts. If only I could see what I was doing. I forced myself to be calm, to be firm, and I expected every inch. It was well made, there was no denying that. I gave the bars a good shake, but they didn't even rattle a lock. I thought back to the strange woman's clothes and Felicia's words. Was the technology as old as the clothing? I might have a chance if I encountered an old-fashioned Tumblr look, of course, but the internet on my phone, I was going to have to figure it out by trial and error. I played a lot of video games and that featured a Tumblr lock puzzles. I always hate locks when I play games. Like when you have to like pick them, I hate it. Absolutely hate because they're really so hard to do. Fallout is probably like the best game, like with the pick that you have, but I hate that as well. I hate that when that happens because I always used to break them. And then I hated it in Star Wars Outlaws. Like my phone. Match battery, but some was better than nothing. Girl, we aren't gonna have our phone in this cage. I felt my shirt. I saw my clown costume patted in my pockets. Nope, it was gone. Maybe Judy took it when I was immobilised by the what'd that be? A drugged ribbon? Frowning, I went in search of the lock. I found part of the cage and compromised the door. The searching hands found a huge metal plate attached to it. When I tapped the plate, something reverted on the other side. Was that the lock? I was going to bed, I couldn't reach it. Hours later, I huddled on my bare mattress, cold and clammy and defeated. No matter what I did, I couldn't get my arm around the big metal faceplate. It was too big. The lock was out of reach because I couldn't see anything. I couldn't figure out a better plan of attack. I stared into the darkness for a long time. Was it day, night? I had no idea. The bells tolled again, but the number of rings seemed to reflect out hours of the day, so that was no help. I was tired. For a while, I tossed and turned on the mattress, alternating between right tight tension and listless despair. The hunger gnawed at me, and I pressed my hands into my stomach. Pressure helped a little. Now, how long had it been? A day? 2? My lips were dry and cracked. When I licked them, I tasted a hint of salt and iron. I'd be dead if I was in this situation. At least be dying, anyways. Only because I've got a medical condition. I felt it when she entered the room. She didn't make noise, but her presence was heavy and... The fuck? I don't know what that word means. The sexier! And I'm an idiot. like a dark incense. Ooh. The fine hairs rose on the back of my neck and scalp. My heart thudded painfully in my chest. She lit a match and I grimaced. The sweet, warm fragrance of fresh baked bread rose into the air and my stomach clenched. I rose slowly to a seated position, not daring to want the meal before me, because I knew I'd be denied. I pressed my lips together, flattening the rough, cracked skin. Do you know what I am? That she wasn't just part of some crazy cult, but actually thought herself more than human, had crossed my mind. You're a fishmonger, Fairy Queen. I can't even do the middle one. You're a Fairy Queen? She laughed high and almost sweet. The sound sent icy fingers walking down my spine. A Fairy Queen? I suppose one of those things are true. A long time ago, my kind walked your world freely and preyed upon them. I think she's a vampire. Preyed upon them. Like the stories of the vampire? We drink blood. Or rather, we drink life. Blood is only a convenient contact for life. Oh, yes. So we're dealing with supernatural, not aliens or cults at all. No, Valentine, don't go there. She only believes she's a vampire. Yeah. That's definitely not a red glint in her eyes. But she's hot anyway, so I'm fine with this. Judy's so-called inability to break her oath sounded like a deal with the devil, or maybe stories of the fair folk. But what this lady described sounded more like Dracula. So what did that make me? Wait, was I unknowingly interviewing for the part of Renville? I'd happily do that. But like, how about we skip that part and I actually get the right of bride? You know, Dracula's got brides. I could be one. Just saying. I didn't want the job, honest. Yeah, well, I don't want the job to be the bride, to be Renford. I want the job to be your bride. I want to be your wifey. Why are you telling me this? I want to get to know you, Valentine. I want you to understand what you can do for me. After all, I need you. Though it pains me to admit it. But you could have picked anybody, right? What about a magical apes? I wasn't expecting vampires. I wasn't expecting vampires. Oh? Crazy murder cults in times? That would be more plausible than vampires. I bit my lip to stifle an inappropriate sort of laughter. Laughing at her might get me killed. She gave me a dismissive wave. I made this world. I call it Isa. I made the gods and I brought people to live here and I control them all. My kind are not so strong in your world. There are too many limitations to our power, but in mine, I have no limits at all. Everything in my world is pleasing to my eye. You will find it far superior to your own in every way. Everything you might behold in this world has my touch, Valentine. You too will benefit from my attention. Damn right, please give it to me. Perhaps you'll be my fool. Perhaps my echo appear to my shadow. Perhaps you will serve in my empire. I don't know what she meant by any of that, but if possible, my mouth went drier than it already was. Well, if you try my patience too far, perhaps you'll decorate the city walls alongside the rotting corpses of my poor convicts. I think you've got the wrong. I don't belong to you. What do you want from me? Do you work for me? Your obedience will do for now. But she cut me off. I opened my mouth to speak, but she cut me off. So, is it only a costume? But what does it say about these clownish trappings? Are you foolish, Valentine? Are you an entertainer? Are you talented? I like to think of myself as an entertainer. I wouldn't say I'm talented. Sure, I'm a musician. I actually can't play music, but I'm gonna go with the first one. Well, I wouldn't say talented, but I've got a skill or two. What do you do? I didn't know what it was, but her interest in me made me want to disappear into the floor. My voice went a little high and squeaky. It's not that special, really. Was that a good response or a bad response? And why did I feel like I'd said the wrong thing? You think I'm mad, do you not? I didn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I didn't say that. Did I? Closest I've come to studying psychology was posting the pop science magazines next to the checkout aisle, but even I knew she was obsessed with power and control. I didn't think that was madness, but I didn't know. It was one hell of a character flaw. If only it was so simple. But no. Many predators do not understand their prey, do not care to understand, but I know you are prey, Valentine. I will know all of you. Oh. Every memory you seek to hide from me will be mine. I will know your secret fears and darkest desires. I will root out your hopes and dreams. I will take what you want and leave you with whatever suits you best. Not only will I remake you into the best of yourself, I will cut away the parts that are ugly or imperfect. A cold hand brushed my cheek. Fingers danced across my brow. Whoa! I jerked away as if stung. I hadn't seen her, hadn't had her move. Just all over me, and I had nothing to do with her icy fingers. I was getting an inkling that her idea of imperfect might not be the same as mine. No, she would cut away anything she didn't like about me. If she could. If that was even possible. I didn't think it was, but I was beginning to doubt myself. Did she really have that kind of power? What if she could take away things I liked? Things that gave my life meaning? That wasn't possible. Was it? You're not the only one who is hungry, Valentine. You know my name, but I don't know yours. She appeared. Consider. You may call me Mara for now. Isn't that intimate? You should thank me for this privilege. I grit my teeth at the thought. You are angry. You don't know yourself yet. Yourself, not yet. I will teach you. And her words caught up with me. She was hungry. She was a vampire, or thought she was. What does that mean for me? What are you going to do to me? It's only a matter of one question, my pet. Oh my god. Wow. Oh. Do I require that you feel my teeth? Or do I grant you mercy? You're not the kind of person that appreciates mercy, are you? I am. Humbly so. What? She rose. She opened the door to my cage. Oh my god. Wow. I backed up, hitting the bars behind me, and then she was on me, pinning me with startling ease. One hand gripped my shoulder. She was so strong, stronger than any human. This really is giving me some Doom Jerry feels, but okay. I pried at her hand. No, enough of that. My fingers tightened, then went slack and lifeless. She brushed my limp hand aside. She tilted my head to the side, and I could do nothing about it. Her lips brushed my throat, and I could feel her spread and smile. Long, strong fingers crowded the back of my head. Two sharp points pressed to my throat, and my pulse leaped. Fangs pinned me in place. They broke the flesh. Sharp pain laced through me, radiating from my neck. Oh, God. She didn't draw or suck at the wound, but let the blood flow across her tongue. Nauseated, I swayed, but she held me, still in her impossibly strong grasp. My body flushed with heat, and a deep and chill settled into my bones. Her grip tightened, and sharp nails left imprints on my scalp. It was too much. A soft sound threatened to escape me, but stuck in my throat. I didn't know how long she held me like that, lapping at my blood. The touch of her tongue, delicate and unhurried. She let me go. I fell into a heap. The back of my head bounced against the back of the cage, and I winced. I stared up I stared at her, bemused. My head stung, my throat burned. Her sharp eyes surveyed me with calculation. Now, sleep. She swept out of the cage in a rustle of silk and snapped the door shut behind her. It made a harsh metallic sound. I was alone again in the dark, struggling to stay awake. I could barely keep my eyes open. She'd bitten me. I crawled to the mattress. I slapped my palm to the next feeling spot where the bite was. The skin was smooth and whole. What has she done to me? Confused, I rubbed the spot, a little grit coming off my hand, perhaps dried blood, but there was no wound, no puncture. I pressed my cheek to the mattress surface and shivered against the cold. Sleep finally dragged me under, drowning me in dark emotions and scattered images. In my dreams, I still felt her teeth. Day 2. I don't know how much time passed, but I woke smothered in a blanket of despair. I rubbed my neck, pressing my fingers to the bite mark. That wasn't there. Had I imagined it? The memory of hard, sharp teeth piercing the skin was fresh in my mind, and I felt the spot again. No, she bit me. It had happened. But where were the marks? I sat up, my head protested the movement. The spot on the mattress where I slept radiated a fading warmth. The moment I left it behind, I began to chatter. Over my arms to keep from freezing, I drew in a shuddering breath. The air was icy, leaving a chill that went to my teeth. I'd been in denial before, but now I knew my predicament was real. If my captor was a demon vampire thing, whatever, I wasn't going to argue with her. Despite the bite, I wasn't sure, I believed. For all I know, she had faked it. She had faked a very sharp fangs. Vampire or no vampire, I only needed to escape. The solid metal door and tumbler lock I couldn't reach well. That presented a problem, and I was running out of time. Actually, I was certain I was nearly out of time. Despite the way she spoke to me with some kind of strange tolerant affection one might reserve for a misbehaving puppy, I knew she planned to kill me. Mama had a sadist written all over her face. She was enjoying this. I have to figure out something. How long did I have before I lost my ability to reason? Had I actually talked to the woman named Mara, or had I imagined her? There was the sort of thoughts worming their way into my head. How much worse could it get? I licked my lips dry. I licked my dry lips. I licked my lips dry. Oh, they got dry. Was her plan to let me die of thirst? First might do the job, even if she didn't come with her own hands. If she had actually bitten me, I could add blood loss to my list of reasons I was probably dehydrated. Maybe that was why I wasn't already dead, because she wasn't actually a vampire and it was all a trick. After all, I had no evidence that she'd bitten me. She implied she would. I grabbed the bars of my cage and leaned against them. Is anybody there? Judy? Since the bells rang. Did they toll every day or several times a day? Still unnerved, I felt my neck, confirming once more that there was no wounds. I knew it had happened. I remembered it. Was the memory real? Yes and no. I started badly and smacked the small. Is that supposed to be I startled, but I started badly? I think that's supposed to be startled. And smacked the small bones of my head against the metal bars. Pain danced up my forearm and left my fingers numb. Demons, vampires, as you call them, we are not real. Therefore, neither is our bite. You may be wondering, did it happen at all? That was exactly what I was wondering, but I was about to admit it. My mouth was so dry from thirst, it took me 2 times to form words. How long have I been your prisoner? Much harsh words, my dear one. You have been my guest for 2 nights. Doesn't it feel like we've known each other forever? I hugged myself for warmth. Why are you doing all of this? Are you going to kill me? Are you going to kill me? a little pinch of bravery. How darling of you. She waved to 3 goblets sitting on the table. Are you thirsty? I've never been so thirsty in my life. Like, God damn, woman, I need some water. Yes. I licked my lips, which were dry and cracked. Yes. It's not so hard to amuse me now, is it? She gestured, once more indicating the table and its goblets. This may be my favourite game. Go on. Pick one drink from my pet. My mouth was parched. I wasn't sure. I'd say no to water that came from a puddle on the street at this point. That's a bit gross, but fair enough. One in centre. Middle's always good. I pointed to the goblet straight ahead of me. You partook of a mysterious beverage. Well done for me. Drinking weird liquid. Oh God. It's gonna be blood in it. She's giving me blood. She handed the cup to me through the bars. It was way too much wine for an empty stomach, but I was too thirsty to resist. It's not wine. It's blood. She's giving me blood. I tilted the goblet and drank. At first I thought it was some kind of sangria. It's far too sweet. Maybe it was mixed with grapes. It's blood! One touched my tongue, but then it faded. What was that? Blood! It didn't burn, it seemed to warm me before gently fading away. What is this stuff? I want to give you alcohol. You're too weak now. She was right. The sugar seemed to go straight to my brain, leaving me lightheaded. I placed a drop of blood in one of the cups. What did I just say? My stomach clenched and waves of nausea passed over me. I tried to keep my face straight. What? If you pick the correct one, you will rise again after you die. If you're lucky, you'll be as immortal as I am. After I die? What if I died of old age? The effects, sometimes they're still weak, sometimes I'm mild. Don't be afraid. I will kill you long before they would wear off. Great. Now I know I had less than a week to live. Just like that, huh? Not quite. You'll most likely rise and live forever. Would you like that, Valentine? Isn't it better this way? Oh, God. You're afraid to die, aren't you? Hey, technically I've died before, so everyone is afraid to die. Everyone is afraid to die. Must you be so illogical? It bores me. Still, I can't have you tell everyone you're from another world. You must become a part of this one. Naturally, I must prune away the dead branches, otherwise the plant will never flourish. You do want to flourish, don't you? My throat tightened. What do you mean, prune away? Don't worry, it's necessary. And once done, you need never go through it again. If I did, you perform the role I give you well enough, of course. Dizziness made me sway. I reached onto the bars to steady myself. One never knows the true essence of a person until all those unnecessary memories are gone. You won't miss them, Valentine. Most of them you'll never think of at all. Then there are the memories that only cause you shame. Don't you want them to leave you in peace for always? Sure, there are things I wished I could forget, but I didn't want someone to choose for me. You're quiet now. You were so talkative when we met. Do you finally understand that I know what's right for you? I squeezed my eyes shut and leaned against the side of the cage. There is so much to do, but for now, you should sleep. She rose, my heart pounded. It's my ribs and I straightened. Take heart, Valentine. Your troubles are nearly over. She blew the candle and left, silk whispering on the stone floor. I needed a new strategy. I didn't know what. Gripping the bars, I gave them a good but pointless shake. Then I felt her on the metal plate on the door. I still couldn't reach the lock. And now that I thought about it, I really longed to open it. Even if I could reach, what was I going to do? Use one of the safety pins holding the pom-poms to my costume? Well, that would actually be kind of smart, to be honest with you. My sad, rambled, and now smelly costume. I wasn't that sort of person who was afraid of clowns, but if I ever saw this ordeal, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to look at a clown costume ever again. Not without cringing anyway. The Empress' only weakness seemed to be her enormous ego. Maybe I could use it against her. I think her ego's as big as the fucking Grand Canyon, so I think we're fucked there, mate. Then I gazed into the darkness as if it held all the answers. Hours passed. I think, though I had no sense of time, I stayed like that, staring into the shadows of the carvinous room. My thoughts scattered whenever I tried to hold onto them. The darkness and captivity had extracted their price, and that price was thinking straight. I couldn't do it anymore. Part of me knew on some level that I wouldn't be getting out of here alive. It was too late. The hunger and cold ate into me. I tossed and turned to keep warm. I could no longer focus on escape. When I dreamed of her. Day 3. Are you still sleeping? I rolled onto my side and looked. Oh, I think. What happens now? Going to kill me? Kill me? So your magic potion works? Such little faith you have. Never fear. I will teach you to believe in me before too long. It's any time you know. I figured that meant tonight was my last. Slowly, I raised my seat. My deodorant had given up the ghost. It couldn't compete with the scent of stale sweat anymore. I wrinkled my nose. Suddenly self-conscious, I smoothed my shirt front. My pom-poms were getting knotted and a little ratty. I know you're a kind of fool. Please, I don't want to die. I don't want to live forever. Why me? I'm nothing special. Why me? I'm nothing special. Don't despair. Only thank your good fortune that you caught my eye. Now, my sweet. All good things must come to an end. Your new life is about to begin and I've chosen you. Oh, be grateful. I am. I mean, you owe me much. I could have treated you like a common criminal. This cage isn't what you treat a common criminal. Well, I take to see what you treat the criminals like here. After all, you are not so worthy as you think you are. I was beginning to regret telling her I was talented. The idea seemed to bring the worst in her. Not that there was much to her good side. She set a knife onto the table. Do I have to? Oh my god, am I going to have to kill myself? I spent so much of my valuable time all to make something of you. I only want you to become the best of yourself. What's that for? Should you make this what she could die? But you have. What's that for? I'm not hungry enough to kill you. It is more convenient if I use this. I cold sweat sprang up on the back of my neck. Great, just great. I stared at the gleaming blade. Come close to the bars. You're a monster. No one would they? Resigned, I approached the bars. This was it. That's a good pet. She opened the door and cornered me in a small space. Let's just say that skill with the knife exceeded a level of artistic mastery. I did not see her move, did not feel the sharp point, not at first. It occurred to me as the warm blood poured down my ribs that she had a tough time to practice. My grip on the bars faltered and I slid to my knees. She watched me dispassionately. She seemed curious. And nothing more. I don't know how long I was dead. Maybe it was another one of those things I imagined. The next thing I knew, I was staring at the bars of my cage. But something was different. It's time to wake up, Clementina. I didn't feel right. The gnawing hunger was worse, but the cold wasn't so bad now. There was something comforting about the icy air and the way it kissed my face. No, it wasn't that I felt bad. It was more that I didn't feel the same. The shadows were not so deep, and I can actually see the room. Impenetrable. A smile tugged at the corner of my eyes are finally adjusted to the imperial darkness. It feels nice, doesn't it? Clementine. What the fuck you calling me? My name is Valentine. Clementine? That'll be your name? Now, You must blend in with my world, you see. Hold on. Am I a vampire now? Oh, shit! Your temperament leaves a little to be desired, but I'm confident that with time that can be adjusted. Now tell me, what do you remember? Think of your childhood or youth. What do you do for a living? I open my mouth to speak, but the answers withered on my tongue, leaving a bitter taste behind. I felt a hole in my heart where my mother love of something used to be. It was as if some dark sugary some dark surgery had cured when I was dead. I don't remember. That's good, Clementine. Is it Clementine? I think it's Clementine. Which is weird because my name was Valentine. It's Valentine. Or worse. Oh my god. It is because you're one of my courtiers. Perhaps you've always been one of my courtiers. Wife? Always been one of your wife? Yes? I mumbled something that might have been agreement. Indeed, soon your name will be feared, and the peasants will call you by some other title. You shall be the Empress. Oh, what shall you be? I haven't decided yet. No matter. I will come up with something suitable for you some other time. She unlocked the cage door, holding it open for me. Was this the first time she'd let me out? I thought so, but I couldn't remember. Come, Clementine, you must be hungry. Your next lesson will be one of compassion. There are many prisoners in my dungeons awaiting a courtier's compassion. You see, it is the duties of mortals to fear and serve you, even if they must die to prolong your life. I pressed my hands to my face and leaned forward. Don't fret so, Clementine. You will quickly become accustomed to your position. I closed my eyes and tried to breathe. Even breathing felt different, somehow awkward and unnecessary. Shh. Don't fret. I am not taking anything from you. Yeah, you already have. In fact, I am giving you a whole new world. No more than that. In the deepest part of every mortal heart is the desire for security. To be safe, you will always be safe now. No one is strong enough to hurt you, and you will want for nothing. In exchange, I require only your loyalty. Will you swear an oath to that, Thomasina? Never. Ah, I see. You'll be a challenge, my sweet one. You are in need of a new series of lessons. Shall we begin? Ending 3, Cortair. Mara thinks, is that a good thing? Oh. How many endings are there? That is interesting. How many endings are there? Okay, I think I'm going to end it here for today, but that is interesting. Maybe I'll revisit this game on a live stream. But that is interesting. Okay, like, subscribe, and subscribe for flowers.